Suge Knight story. Now, I would never think that Suge Knight would approach Camron. Mm-hmm. Was this the first time you ever met Suge Knight and he did this?
Yeah, it's a fact. So, me and my man Tito, we was coming out the club, and my other man Jacob York was there, and he was like, "Yo, Suge is over there. He want to speak to you, but Suge is Suge.
Yeah.
He had he been around longer than I have at that particular time, and Come Home With Me, it just came out, so
sizzling right now.
Yeah, sizzling. So, and I'm coming off a Rebound album, Leave It Epic, joining RocAFella, so on and so forth. So when I left the club, my man Jacob's like, "Suge over there, you want to speak to?" I'm like, "Suge Knight?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, tell him to come in." So he comes over, he's like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing?" He like, "I'm good, but you owe me some money." And I'm like, "Yo, what you talking about, man?" He's like, "Nah, you owe me some money. You used that Tupac beat on your album. That's my beat." And I'm like, "Well, Daz came to the studio and played it over. Daz Dillinger, shout to Daz.
Shout to Daz.
Yeah, Daz came and played it over. He's like, "Well, Daz ain't got no say so. That's my beat, and you owe me money." And I'm like, "Hey, yo, bro, I ain't giving you no bread. What's poppin'?" He like, "Well, I tell you now, I fuck niggas up on giving you money." So now my man's starting to flinch.
He like, what?
Yeah, so I'm like, "Yo, I fuck niggas up too. What we doing? What's poppin'?" And he was like, "You know what? It ain't even no big deal, bro. We all good. It's all good." That's the end of the story.
He must have think he was. I think he was probably like, "Is this guy trying to try me with?"
Nah, I just think I don't know him that well, so I'm not going. And he's in jail, going through whatever he's going through. So I'm not gonna try and shit on his name or nothing. But I just thought that he probably thought we'd be intimidated and prey on that, and I wasn't intimidated because. It's something we could have handled business-wise, but just 3 in the morning outside of, or whatever, it's 2 in the morning outside the club in LA, and it was just more of a street situation, and we with that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it was business, we could have called me tomorrow and discussed it, and we could have handled it the right way, but be honest, he ain't even trip after that. He just walked away.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Check it out, man. You see we got a Suge Knight story here. There's so many stories out there of Suge, going out, laying the extortion game down. We all heard about Vanilla Ice. And, there was many others that Suge put that pressure on. And, you can only imagine how many there is that we never probably even heard of, who maybe just kept it to themselves or, whatever the case was. But you heard Killer Cam, man. This was back in 2002 when Come Home With Me dropped. And, for all the, hip-hop fans out there, tapping in the comments and let me know if you guys agree with me, because Come Home With Me, I love that album, man. One of my favorites. So many bangers on there. Hey Ma, Oh Boy, like the singles that came out. Dead or Alive, Welcome to New York City. The track that they're talking about here, which is Live My Life, Leave Me Alone, featuring Daz, which sampled the Tupac Ambitions Is a Rider beat. And, Cam was on there talking about my ambitions is a killer. And, in the Hey Ma video, they had the little clip where the dude, with the missing leg was doing whatever that was. Tapping in the comments. Let me know what that was, y'all. Was that some kind of New York blood walk or something? I really don't know. What was that? But anyways, man, that album was a banger. And, that was a good time for Cam. He just got out of a bad situation. Now he's on the Rock. He's on a winning team. And the Diplomats were everything. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was loving Dipset. They were making dope music. And, they just get in the comments if you guys remember. But how it was with Dipset, man. They were on fire. As far as someone did a video recently talking about, how much Dipset inspired hip hop fashion. You know what I'm saying? So, everyone was out there dressing like Dipset. Not everyone, man, but y'all know what I'm saying. It was a good time for Killer Cam, and he's out there on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, riding the high, success, everything's going good. And Suge bumps into him talking about, yo, come up off that bread. You owe me that bread. for that, you know, Ambitions is a Rider, you know, Tupac song. And you heard what Cam said. He told him, yo, Daz, like, we worked with Daz, and he said, nah, man, Daz don't own anything. You know, fuck you, pay me. Like they said in, what was that in? Carlito's Way, I think. But anyways, man, you know, what do you guys think? Do you believe that, you know, Suge let him know, like, hey, man, we F people up. And, you know, Cam had, you know, his mans with him and said, well, we gets busy too. And then, you know, Suge just kind of fell back and never really tripped about it again. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. Who knows? You know, Camron, I feel like Cam's kind of known when things kind of make him look bad. He kind of, you know, spins the story a different way. I don't know. Y'all can let me know if you guys agree with me or not. But I will say this, man. Suge Knight is Suge Knight. Nothing will ever take away, you know, his legacy on the rap game. And, you know, that infamous reputation that he has. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Suge Knight's a punk or a bitch or anything like that. But what I am going to say is I feel like Suge was kind of a bully. Because once that barber laid him down, you know, it was open season. A lot of people were teeing off on Suge, you know, popping off on him, stealing off on him, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people were like, oh, he could do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stopped being afraid of Suge and started, you know, putting the pressure, giving it right back to him. And I don't know, you know, maybe Dipset, you know, was deep. And, you know, Suge looked around and said, oh, man, I don't want to go to have a war right now. I don't know, you know, but what do you guys think? Do you believe that, you know, you think Cam's fronting? Like, tapping in the comments, as I said. But speaking about Daz, we got to do a little sidebar here. As you heard, Cam was like, yo, I did the track with Daz. As you'll see, you know, on the screen popping up on the track listing to Come Home With Me, Daz, you know, produced the song and is also, you know, credited as being a featured artist on the track. As, you know, he did the hook, to leave me alone, let me just live my life. Well, no, that was Cam, but Daz said something on it. I don't remember. But anyways, it was a dope song, and it was cool to see, you know, a Harlem artist, you know, which, you know, Pac is actually originally from Harlem, but you know what I'm saying, to a West Coast beat, you know, because the beat was done by Daz, I believe. But anyways, Daz and Suge, crazy beef. Ben had beef for a long time and, you know, had a lot of issues over things of this nature, you know, rights to songs and stuff like that. And, you know, we seen Daz go as far as when Suge got locked up, celebrating, you know, the years that he got, and dissing his son, clowning on his son like your daddy's gonna die in prison. Like, it's a real hatred there between them, and it's kind of crazy, man. If you let Daz tell the story, he says Suge's got an order of protection on him, you know, and basically he shook. And then, you know, Reggie Wright recently, you know, was doing a lot of videos talking about, you know, how Suge basically treated Daz like a nobody. And, you know, Reggie Wright told stories of people putting hands on Daz and Daz getting, you know, burnt out of money. And basically, you know, in the later stages of Death Row, when it was, you know, the Row, which was not its greatest time, you know what I'm saying? But, like, basically, Daz was just, like, you know, left out the picture. And, you know, he even told stories trying to say Daz was crying. So, you know, there's a lot. My point is that there's a lot of animosity between them. And, you know, an interesting story is right around this same time, you know, 02 is when Come Home With Me dropped. And, you know, Daz did this track with, you know, Killer Cam and used the beat from the Pac song. Daz also, you know, was getting away from Death Row Records and actually stole a bunch of unreleased tracks. And, you know, I bet you he's still sitting on some of the music, but a lot of them were Pac tracks that he actually, you know, put out EP. It was called Don't Go to Sleep by Gotti and Makaveli. I don't know if you guys remember that. It came out in 02. The title track, Don't Go to Sleep, was pretty dope. That beat was hard. I believe Daz ended up getting sued over the album, so I don't know, or EP, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know if he really made money off it or not. But, you know, I'm just pointing out that Daz, Suge, Death Row, Reggie Wright, all these dudes, they did not get along, and they had this kind of stuff going on as far with rights to music and things like that. And Daz is also featured, like, I believe on was it The Chronic or Doggy Style, one of those albums, man. Daz produced a lot of the album, and Dr. Dre, he actually, got paid and signed something that credited Dre as the producer. But Daz can make some beats, man. I don't know, man. Dude runs his mouth and says some wild stuff. Sometimes I swear I'm not even, saying this to be funny, which I do, sometimes make jokes. But I really be thinking Daz is smoking something more than weed a lot of the time, man. Like, Daz just got a bad track record of saying some real off the wall things, man. So I don't know, man. Y'all can let me know what you guys think about that. But getting back to talking about Killer Cam and Suge Knight, it always seems like a lot of artists, who were never associated or affiliated with Death Row, like East Coast artists in New York, have stories of running into Suge in Death Row and everything like that. And some of them even have stories that Suge was trying to sign them, because that whole East Coast West thing was really a bad boy Death Row beef that the media spun, that other way. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, the energy ended up moving like that, but that's not what it really was. You feel me? So, please, guys, comment. Anyone who's new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. You hit that thumbs up, like button, and the notification bell. But most importantly, comment on anything I'm talking about. That's what my channel is all about, is kicking it with you guys, hearing what the people got to say. I love talking hip hop. I love talking sports, news, whatever I'm talking about. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So I'm covering a lot on this video. So I definitely, would like to hear, anyone's, chime in, what I'm saying? Get up in them comments. But anyways, the Locks have stories about Suge reaching out, calling their mama's house, Sheik's mom's house, trying to sign them to Death Row before the Bad Boy deal. We just heard Killer Cam talking about his run-in with him. We seen Ja Rule and Murder Inc. were almost had like, a partnership of such, with Death Row or the Row or whatever you want to call him at that time. And, K Solo, I believe, who was like Def Squad, Hit Squad, going back to the EPMD days and affiliates and all them. I believe he signed with Death Row to be a Death Row East artist. That was something that I believe, Pac was speaking about, but I believe after he passed, that just kind of fell apart. But, just a lot of rich hip-hop history to speak about here on this video, so like I said, definitely tap in, guys. But, yeah, man, Suge kept his eye on the East Coast, as I was just saying, and, he was definitely, if he felt something was his, he was going to try to get it, or, if he thought, it could maybe be his, like in this situation. Or sometimes, we seen Suge, like in the Vanilla Ice situation, it wasn't his at all, but he wanted it. But I don't know, Killer Cam claims he wasn't going for it, and he brought that same energy right back at Suge, like, we can get down, and Suge just said, all right, you got that, fuck it, So I don't know, man. Let's talk about this. Let me know what you think. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Daily videos, music, sports, news, current events, much, much more. It's J Coffee Talk signing out. I appreciate you guys watching so much. Hit all them buttons for me, guys. For real, it don't cost you guys nothing. It helps this channel grow. I love bringing you guys this content, and I'm out of here. Peace.